Greetings, Shining Bulls and Shining Bears, and welcome to this, the 28th episode of the Crypto Astrology Podcast. Please note that financial astrology, similar to technical analysis, is not 100%. I'm Maya Raghavan and not an influencer. I am not a financial advisor. Rather, I am a financial astrologer using the planetary positions as data inputs in my analysis of the probable nature of price movements. I do not make your decisions for you. Your decisions are up to you. ShiningBull content is here to stimulate your own thought process as you make your own decisions relating to your own finances for yourself and by yourself. Now, we're going to get into what this week holds for Bitcoin and Ether price. But first, please always feel welcome to check out the ShiningBull website where I have all kinds of offerings for all suns. I have a trading signal service for day traders, a weekly forecast for both swing and day traders, which shows price points and bullish and bearish time frames throughout the week for both Bitcoin and Ether. And I have special predictive books. I especially recommend my Bitcoin by 2026 and Ethereum by 2026 books. This is an important time to understand what the coming years will bring for Bitcoin and Ether, and these books are valuable. If nothing is within your price range, then simply follow me on Twitter and get notifications for this podcast, as I am giving a lot of free info out on here. Now let's take a look at Bitcoin and Ether price for this week. I, the astrologer, live in Newfoundland, but I give the weekly predictions that I make on this podcast as per UTC time. I would like to mention before we get into the day by day that what I'm seeing this week is that there are certain administrative processes relating to taking place, probably relating to ETFs, but also in parallel to that, legislative battles that the crypto industry is taking up in court. This will coincide with a sustained climb, especially through the first half of this week. Basically, Sun and Mars are now transiting in Mercury's trail under Saturn's 10th drishti. So now what's happening is the hard work, the down-to-earth work is being done related to all of the speculative news related to ETFs that has been sending crypto assets up recently. So let's get into the day by day now. Sunday UTC. Starting on Sunday, the very early morning will witness a volatile consolidation for approximately an hour and 20 minutes due to the moon's trine to Venus. Remember that my weekly forecast that you can buy on the website gives exact timings, as of course do the real-time trading signals in the trading signal service. Anyway, back to Sunday UTC, still early morning, right before sunrise time, a significant upward movement forming a large green candle is likely to last for 2 hours and 12 minutes when moon enters the Gemini pada of Shravana. Still in the morning on Sunday UTC around breakfast time, a strong drastic drop happens when the moon reaches an exact trine to Venus. Moving into early evening, Bitcoin and Ether are likely to experience a slight upward consolidation when moon enters Dhanishta. Sunday late night UTC, an upward trend begins when moon enters the Virgo pada of Dhanishta. Monday UTC. As we transition to Monday, the very early morning hours bring significant upward movements for ETH and Bitcoin, sparked by the sun entering Anuradha. Starting around breakfast when sun enters into Saturn's 10th drishti, this begins a new period of a sustained upward direction. In the afternoon, a price reversal happens when the moon reaches Saturn. And then Monday night, UTC introduces another upward trend of green candles when Mars enters Anuradha, joining Sun and Vakri Jupiter in Leo in the Navamsha. Tuesday, UTC. Tuesday, I see us being strongly up with strong green candles because Mars will enter into Saturn's drishti, and then that will be sending us up with a lot of strength until the afternoon, which is when I see a drop when moon enters Purva Bhadrapada. I see the upward trend that starts Tuesday early morning, especially around sunrise UTC, is really important for prices and for the industry, as Mars's transit is bringing in a lot of wealth. Wednesday, UTC. On Wednesday, the early morning hours are particularly favorable for ether price, which is likely to initiate a strong climb due to Mars reaching ether's natal Vakri Saturn. This upward trend continues until the early evening when a consolidation begins, when Moon reaches an exact trine to the Sun. Thursday, UTC. Transitioning into Thursday, I see a drop starting right after midnight and lasting all day Thursday due to Sun's reaching Saturn's exact 10th Drishti. Thursday, only starting late at night, brings the initiation of an upward movement with the Moon joining Mercury in Aquarius in the Navamsha. Friday, UTC. Friday's early morning, I see a sudden downward movement because of Moon's exact trine to Mercury. A sustained climb begins in the late afternoon as the Moon enters Saturn's third Drishti, but Friday night UTC there is a trend reversal when the Moon reaches Saturn's exact third Drishti. Saturday, UTC. On Saturday, the early morning shows the beginning of an upward movement when Moon starts transiting Vakri Jupiter. Saturday afternoon UTC, there is a drop starting when Moon exits transit of Vakri Jupiter. And finally, to end the week, please read the disclaimer in the details section of this video below. So that was the weekly forecast for the week ahead in Bitcoin and Ether price. Remember to check out ShiningBull.com for real-time trading signals, weekly forecasts with price points and important bullish and bearish timeframes, and of course predictive books that show you how the astrology will define the larger price cycles. Now is a great time to get the Bitcoin by 2026 and Ethereum by 2026 books if you don't already have them, as well as the Cosmic Guide to Ethereum Layer 2 Solutions, which covers Arbitrum, Optimism, Matic or Polygon, Starknet, and ZK Sync. That I would really recommend reading in tandem with the Ethereum by 2026 book, by the way. Next, let's talk about some news from the past week. So this is about Ripple XRP. On Monday of last week, XRP experienced a significant price surge following the publication of a fake ETF filing which falsely showed that BlackRock had filed for an ETF, an XRP ETF. This misinformation, which was later debunked by one of the Bloomberg analysts, Eric Balchunas, I believe. So anyway, he debunked that quite quickly, but it was already too late in terms of the price. The fake news led to a spike in XRP value and then a sharper drop also. Now, from an astrological standpoint, this event coincides with significant planetary movements. On Monday, November 13th, when this happened, the Moon formed a trine with XRP's natal Mercury, while the Sun and Mars were in a close 6-8 relationship degree-wise to XRP's natal Sun and Mars. Quite interesting. Now, this configuration was very definitely not favorable. So, and to me as an astrologer, the astrology suggests intentional price manipulation. However, totally unrelated to this, I wanted to tell you that looking ahead, what I notice is at the end of this year, Jupiter is going to turn direct on XRP's natal Moon and will later in the coming months transit over its natal Ketu. I've spoken about this before, I think. These movements could definitely signal significant national level developments in a given country for Ripple. Such changes have a large potential to have a positive impact on XRP price, potentially leading to a drastic upward movement for XRP price. And it seems like it really does seem quite strange, and I would never say this as a regular person who's in this industry, but as an astrologer, I have to say that astrologically speaking, yes, it is even possible that some tradable financial product such as a Ripple ETF or some other financial product for Ripple is introduced within a specific country. So it'll be like the decision of one specific country, like, or for one specific country within that one specific country's market. So I just thought I would tell you about that because I was obviously following this as it unfolded, and I just thought it was really interesting because on one hand it was very clear that there was some serious price manipulation happening, and at the same time it's also clear that there is something very favorable shaping up for this cryptocurrency, Ripple XRP. So that's all for this week, and I will see you next week. Thank you.